Hello everyone, welcome back to Math Academy. Today in this video we are going to explain another topic in mathematics, which is integers. In this video I am going to explain natural numbers or counting numbers and whole numbers, integers, their relations with whole numbers and natural numbers, number line characteristics and relations with integers, positive and negative integers and opposite numbers, rearranging integers in ascending and descending orders, addition and subtraction of integers using number lines, addition and subtraction of integers without using number lines, and multiplication and division of integers. Natural numbers and whole numbers. Natural numbers or counting numbers are positive integers from 1 to infinity and are always greater than 0. Whole numbers. Whole numbers are all the natural numbers along with the number 0. So natural numbers are all the whole numbers excluding the number 0. Here is the diagram we can show here. So natural numbers are starting from 1 to infinity, whereas whole numbers are starting from 0. So whole numbers are all the natural numbers plus number 0. This is another presentation. So natural numbers are within whole numbers. So when we add 0 with natural numbers, it becomes the whole numbers. Integers and their relations with whole numbers and natural numbers. Integers are the whole numbers, their opposites, and 0, but excluding fractions. So integers can be negative, positive, or 0. Any relation of integers with whole numbers and natural numbers? Let's see. So this is suppose natural numbers, which is usually denoted by capital N, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So natural numbers are nothing but counting numbers. Then comes whole numbers, W, which is natural numbers plus the number 0. It is usually denoted by W. So whole numbers are counting numbers including 0. Example 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And this is integers, usually denoted by capital Z, and this includes all the whole numbers, 0, and the opposites of the whole numbers. So integers are natural numbers, they are opposites or negatives, and 0. Number line. A number line is defined as a horizontal straight line with numbers placed at equal intervals marked to scale. Here we can show the number line like this, and from 0 to the right side these are all positive, and from 0 to the left side these are all negatives. 0 is neither positive nor negative. A number line can be extended infinitely in both directions. On a number line, moving towards the right is positive and moving towards the left is negative. On a horizontal number line, any integer is greater than any number on its left and less than any number on its right. So this is the number line. Any integer is greater than any number on its left. So if we suppose consider this is greater than any number on its left, and this is less than any number on its right. Example, -2 is greater than -5, -2 is greater than -5, but -2 is less than 0. This can be written as -2 greater than -5 and -2 less than 0, or both these relations can be written together like this: -5 less than -2 less than 0. Positive and negative integers and opposite numbers. Positive integer. An integer greater than 0 is a positive integer. Example 1, 2, 5, 12, etc. negative integer, an integer less than 0. Opposite of a number. Opposite of a number n is the number which, when added to n, gives a sum of 0. Example, since n plus minus n equal to 0, opposite of n is minus n and opposite of minus n is n. So if we find the result 0 by adding two numbers n and minus n, then we can conclude any one of these numbers is opposite to the other. So if suppose a plus b equal to 0 means a is opposite to b and b is opposite to a. That's the conclusion. But the negative of a negative is the opposite positive number. So minus of minus n is equal to plus n. Absolute value. Absolute value of a number is its magnitude regardless of its algebraic sign. Example, absolute value of plus 5 is 5. Absolute value of minus 5 is also 5. So we just disregard the sign to get the absolute value of any number. Rearranging integers in ascending and descending orders. Rearranging in ascending or descending order means ascending order is arranging from the smallest to the largest number. Descending order means arranging from the largest to the smallest number. So if we consider a stair like this, ascending means from the bottom to the top, moving towards this direction, this is ascending order, whereas from top to the bottom this is descending order. On a horizontal number line, any integer is greater than any number on its left and less than any number on its right. So if this is a number line, we can conclude that integers are increasing from left to right. So from this side to right side it is continuously increasing. There is a worksheet here, rearranging integers. These are some fill in the blanks with less than or greater than sign. We have to just put the less than or greater than sign in these blanks. This is rearrange the following in ascending order, and this is rearrange the following in descending order. Now addition and subtraction of integers using number lines. Steps to follow for addition and subtraction on the number line. First of all, locate and mark the first number on the number line. Then to add a positive number, move the point to the right of the number line. But to add a negative number, move the point to the left of the number line. Remember, to subtract a number, add its opposite, meaning change the operation from subtraction to addition and then switch the sign of the number. We will explain. So these are some examples of addition, example of subtraction, and this is the number line we are going to utilize to complete some addition and subtraction examples in the next part. Examples: addition using number line. Add using number line 2 plus 3. So this is the number line from 0 to the right side, 1 2 3 4 like this, and in the left side, on the left side minus 1 minus 2 like this. If we want to add 2 and 3, what we are going to do, we locate and mark the number 2 first. Now adding 3 means from this 2 we move the point 3 units to the right. Because it is plus 3, that's why we are moving towards right side to get 5. So 2 plus 3 equal to 5. Another example using number line, add 2 and minus 5. So in this case, again we are locating and marking the point 2 first. Then from there, because it is minus 5, that's why we are moving towards left side for 5 units to reach at minus 3. That's why the result is minus 3. Next, minus 4 plus 3. So we locate minus 4 first. Then because it is plus 3, we are moving for 3 units to the right side to get minus 1. Last example for addition. So minus 1 and plus minus 3. So we locate minus 1 first, then because it is minus 3, that's why we are moving 3 units to the left side to get minus 4. Now subtraction is very similar like addition if we can change the sign in between, like 2 minus 3, we have to change this minus sign to plus sign, but remember, whenever we change this sign from minus to plus, we have to change the following sign inside bracket as well. So 2 minus plus 3 means 2 plus minus 3, then we will follow the addition process what we have just discussed. Similarly, 1 minus minus 4 means 1 minus minus 4 is 1 plus plus 4 to get 5. Minus 2 minus minus 3 means minus 2 plus minus 3. So these are very similar like addition using number lines, but only one operation we have to do before addition, which is changing the sign. Now addition and subtraction of integers without number lines. Rule of thumb for addition: integers with same sign keep the same sign and add the absolute values of the numbers, but integers with different signs keep the sign of the number with greater absolute value and subtract the smaller absolute value from the greater. So if the same sign, in that case we keep same sign and add the absolute value, but if it is opposite sign, we keep greater sign and then subtract the absolute values. So let's discuss examples. Plus 5 plus 3, same sign, so we keep the same sign here, then we add the absolute values. 5 plus 3 equal to 8. Similarly, same sign, minus 5 and minus 3, we keep the same sign, then we add the absolute values of these two numbers, which is 5 plus 3, 8. But if these signs are opposite, we take the greater sign, which is in this case plus 5 and minus 3, so greater sign is plus 5, we take plus sign here, then we subtract the absolute values. 5 minus 3 equal to 2, and we take 2 here. But one thing I would like to discuss here, after considering the sign here, we just take care of the absolute values in the next part. So if it is same sign, we take the sign, then we disregard the signs, we take the sum of these two numbers only. So after we are suppose this is minus 5 and minus 3, we are watching these two signs are similar, so same sign minus 5 and minus 3, we take minus sign. After that we just add the absolute value, which is 5, and absolute value of this is 3, so 5 plus 3 equal to 8. Here also opposite sign, so we take the sign of the greater number first, so plus 5 and minus 3, greater sign is plus, we take plus, then we just take the absolute values, which is 5, and absolute value of this is only 3, so 5 minus 3 equal to 2. Similarly here minus 5 and plus 3, so opposite sign, that's why we take the greater sign here minus, then we disregard the signs to just we consider the absolute values, which is 5 and which is 3, so 5 minus 3 equal to 2. That's how we complete these additions here. But rule of thumb for subtraction, very similar. To subtract a number, add its opposite, meaning change the operation from subtraction to addition and then switch the sign of the number. So if it is plus 5 minus plus 3, we change this minus sign to plus sign, but as we have discussed earlier, we have to change this sign as well. So after that it is, we can see it is opposite sign, because now it is addition process, so it is opposite sign, so we take the sign of the greater number here, then we subtract the absolute values So 5 minus 3 equal to 2. Similarly here, minus 5 minus plus 3 means we will change this minus sign to plus sign first, but we have to change this sign as well. After that we can see it is same sign, so we take the same sign here, then we add the absolute values, which is 5 and 3, and we add them to get 8. This is another worksheet here, addition, subtraction, and some more simplification here you can try. Then multiplication and division of integers. To multiply or divide signed integers, it is essential to keep track of the signs. Steps to follow: multiply or divide the absolute values. Follow the rules to determine the sign of the answer. Rule of thumb: for integers with same sign, the result is always positive. Whether it is multiplication or division, it will be product or quotient accordingly. So but the result, if it is same sign, the multiplication or division result will be positive. If it is opposite sign or different signs, result will always be negative. So we can see here in both multiplications and divisions, in these operations we can see they are same sign. So same sign, plus plus, that will give plus, minus minus, that will also give plus. In case of division also same sign, positive positive, positive result, negative negative, still positive result. But in case of opposite signs, it will always be negative. Plus minus minus, minus plus also minus. Same here in case of division, plus minus minus, minus plus minus. So conclusion is same sign, positive result, different signs, negative, negative result always. Example, plus 5 times plus 3, same sign, so always positive. Then 5 times 3, 15. Same sign again, minus 5 minus 3, same sign, always positive, so positive sign here. Then 5 times 3, 15. In case of this division, opposite sign, so plus and minus, opposite sign means always negative, that's why we write down negative sign here. Then 6 divided by 3 equal to 2. Here also it is opposite sign, that's why always negative. Then we get divide 8 by 2 to get 4. There is another worksheet here for multiple examples here. Try this. I also have a plan to I'll make another video with lots of examples, lots of worksheet. After this video I have a plan to post another video with a lot of examples for practice at home. I will post it very soon. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching my video, and please like, share and comment, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.